Alas 2 ng hapon, 3 hours after we arrived there, the plane was not yet ready. So there was no delaying tactic.
Yes, Prosecutor, would you like to respond to Attorney Delgra, please?
Yes, Madam Chair. Attorney Delgra did approach me and asked me if I could ask if it would be arranged that the former president be brought to the veterans. Yun po ang pinakiusap niya sa akin. Pero ang sinabi ko po sa kanya, susubukan ko pong itanong, pero wala po yan. Hindi ko po desisyon yan. Dahil ang trabaho po ng Department of Justice doon ay para po tiyakin na ang karapatan ng dating Pangulo ay maprotektahan. Okay? It is incorrect to say that there were no dilatory tactics. Kasi from the very start po, dung pagdating pa lang na pagdating ng eroplano, nandun pa lang ho sa tube, nagsabi na po sa amin na hindi po sila lalabas kung halimbawa pong wala silang kopya ng warrant. So nang nakuha na ho yung kopya ng warrant, lumabas na po sila at dinala po sila doon sa 250th at kung saan sila pinagpahinga. Nandun na po si Attorney Delgra at that time. There were demands for doctors to be there. PNP had brought in their own doctors. Ang nagiging problema po kasi doon, Madam Chair, is that hindi po pinahihintulutan yung doktor ng PNP na i-counter-check yung findings po ng doktor ng dating Pangulo.
Prosecutor, alam naman ninyo, physician choice ng arrested, hindi ba? Nung
yes,
tao.
Yes, ma'am.
Hindi naman miski sinong doktor, hihatakin mo. Tapos
hindi po namin sinasabi na ipinagbabawal o hindi ho pinapahintulutan yung dating...
Nagbawal. 3-4 na oras bago pumasok. Pinaliwanag ni Senator Bongo, nag-iintay sila sa labas.
Hindi ma'am. Meron ho nakarating na doktor doon right after, I don't know if it was just before lunch or right after lunch. That's as much as I know. Okay? Pero yung sabihin po na wala hong dilatory tactics, sa dami ho ng pakiusap, magmula nung basahan ni General Torre, si dating Pangulo, marami hong pakiusap na mag-uusap po kasama ang mga abogado. And this happened 2 or 3 times already. Of course, we cannot make decisions also on the requests as far as veterans is concerned.
Bakit po kayo may deadline?
Wala po kaming deadline, ma'am.
Sabi mo, matagal na eh.
No, ang sinasabi ko ho, ma'am, is that matagal, yung nakikita natin sa video ay kakapraso lamang. Kung titingnan po natin yung kabuuan na kung ano nangyari, malalaman po natin kung bakit nag-escalate o naging ganun po ang pagtrato o pag-handle ni General Torre nung inaresto niya si E.S. Mejaldea.
May deadline ba o may time frame ang pag-aaresto?
Wala naman pong deadline, kaya lamang po ang tawag nito, the former president was already placed under arrest. General Torre had his orders to have him boarded on the plane. And I think that was the one that he was trying to make sure that he was able to implement that particular time. A lot of time had already passed since the time na nabasahan po. And it was only around 10 o'clock or past 10 o'clock when it was actually implemented.
Naguguluhan lang kami kasi sinabi ni General Torre, we are going. Unang-una, ma'am, ang reglementary period, mamalasin naman kami kung hindi namin ginawa ang trabaho namin. Despite your stance na hindi ito warrantless arrest, may warrant kayo. Kaya tatanungin ko na naman si General Torre, please, para maliwanagan tayo, ba't kayo nagmamadali na dalhin sa Hague? At mababiolate ninyo yung Article 125 of the RPC. Ang ibig ba sabihin nun, warrantless arrest ang ginawa natin?
Ma'am, thank you very much for giving me that chance to clarify that 125 statement. Ang nakalagay, ma'am, sa arrested person and with a warrant, deliver to the judicial authority without delay. Yeah. So, ang sa akin, ma'am, is wala lang tayong yardstick.
Anong po yung binabasa ninyo?
We're stating
that
yung
Article 125, puro warrantless lang.
Yes, ma'am.
Ano yung reglementary period? Pag warrantless lang, pag may warrant, hindi ganun.
Pag may warrant, ma'am, is to deliver to the judicial authority that issued that warrant without delay. Without delay talaga yan, ma'am. So, wala akong yardstick kung paano ko i-define ang without delay.
Walang panahon, di
yes,
ba?
ma'am.
Walang reglementary period.
Yes, ma'am.
So, sinasabi ninyo na nung first hearing na sinasabi ninyo may reglementary period, Tama
hindi
po ba
reglementary
yun o
period,
hindi?
ma'am. Ginawa lang
sinabi
nating...
mo mamalasin tayo pag hindi natin ginawa yung trabaho sa reglementary period. Nanggaling sa iyo eh. Nagulat nga ako eh.
That could be a misstatement that I really thank you for giving me the chance to clarify. Because yung statement sa mga warrant, sa implementation ng warrant, ma'am,
Kasi tinanong pa
To
kita eh,
deliver
anong reglementary period? Nagulat ako eh. Anong period yon? Tapos sabi mo, Article 125. Nasa transcript po natin, page 205. Arian. So anong kaya ang tama ngayon? Bakit tayo nagmamadali kung wala naman deadline? Ito ay arrest with a warrant. Desisyonan na po natin. Naku, Senator Bato, pampresinto na ito. Palagay ko, hindi naman pang general itong mga topic na to. Lalo na yung CIDG pa. You know very well ang Article 125 does not apply to arrests with warrants. Di ba? So, either nagsisinungaling or nag-iiwas. Ano ba talaga? General Torre, please sagutin po ninyo, warrantless arrest ba to na may reglementary period? Or arrest with warrant pero nagmamadali kayo dahil sa isang dahilan na hindi masabi?
Am I going to answer, ma'am? You're asking me a question? Because I'm saying a while ago, and I think I was cut in the middle of the explanation, that I'm using that 125 just as a yardstick on how to I will look at the requirement of unreasonable. There's no reasonable delay
Ang sabi po ninyo,
supposedly.
mamalasin tayo. Ayan mo, mamalasin naman kami pag hindi namin ginawa ang trabaho namin.
Because how do
Po. Yes, General, nalilito ako.
the person arrested with a warrant should be delivered to the judicial authority
Did you
without
do that?
delay, which I did. Ang nagbigay ng warrant, ma'am, ay ang ICC. So, hindi man tayo nag-cooperate sa ICC, but we are cooperating with the Interpol. So, we assisted the Interpol in implementing the warrant. And dapat dalhin siya sa
Alam mo,
judicial
Senator
authority.
Bato, please.
Alam mo, General Torre, masyadong hirap intindihin yung kuan mo, yung justification mo. Hindi tayo nagko-cooperate sa ICC, pero nag-cooperate tayo sa Interpol. Anong basis ng Interpol, di ba, ang warrant ng ICC? So kung hindi mo na-recognize yung ICC, bakit mo sinunod yung pakiusap ng Interpol? Sabi mo, hindi niyo na-recognize yung ICC.
Sir, for that
Bakit mo
question...
sinunod yung request ng Interpol na napakadali lang na masabihin mo na, sorry, Interpol, we cannot implement that because we do not recognize the jurisdiction of ICC over this country.
Sir, may I? Sir Senator, ang problema ho kasi dyan, 9851 refers to an international tribunal, not necessarily the ICC. So, for us to surrender him to an international tribunal is within the bounds of the law. Ang nangyari po kasi dito, nag-withdraw po tayo sa ICC.
Very clear sinabi mo.
Nag-withdraw po tayo sa ICC, pero hindi po natin ni-repeal yung 9851. Kaya ho, andun pa rin po yung kamandag na 9851 para maging basis po ng arrest. Pero kung nag-withdraw tayo sa ICC at ni-repeal natin ang 9851, wala po tayong problema. In the same way, na kung hindi tayo nag-withdraw sa ICC, entitled po sa extradition process ang presidente. Pero dahil nawala na po yung treaty with the ICC, ay hindi na po entitled sa extradition process. So yun po talaga yung nangyayari dito.
Palagi yung sinasabi yan ang basis mo. Pero very clear naman na yung sinunod mo, yung ginawa ninyo ay binayulit ninyo yung konstitusyon. Ay, sabi mo kanina, Kung may conflict ang Constitution at saka yung statutory law natin, nagpe-prevail ang Constitution, bakit hindi nyo naisip na sundin ang Constitution? Violate yung Bill of Rights.
Yung 9851 po kasi, nire-recognize nga po ng 9851 ang International Tribunal. Nire-recognize siya po eh. And it's something that was forgotten in the process of withdrawing from the ICC. Kaya naiwan po yun eh. That's why that option remained for the government to surrender the former president. Pero kung hindi ho tayo nag-withdraw sa ICC, ganun din po, he would have been entitled to Article 59 process of the judicial process. Iba-validate po sa court yung warrant.
Alam mo sir, ito ibabalik ko sa iyo yung sinasabi mo. In July 2023, you mentioned in one of your interviews that if the ICC will come to the Philippines, you will consider it as usurpation of authority of the Philippine government and violation of Philippine laws. What are the laws you have in mind during the interview that might be violated by the ICC?
Kasi pagpapasok ko sila rito at prepresahin nila mag-imbestiga, then they will be usurping the power of the DOJ. Or marami ho talaga mabaviolate na usurpation of authority po ang mangyayari dyan. Kaya nga, ano nga ang nangyayari po dito, ang ICC po ay hindi talaga ang kanilang kapangyarihan ay naiwan lamang sa individual at hindi po sa state. Hanggang ngayon po wala silang power over our state. Ang Pilipinas po ay hindi saklaw sa ICC. Dahil nag-withdraw po tayo sa ICC. Pero yun na rin po ang dahilan kung bakit ang Pangulong Duterte ay hindi po kayang i-invoke itong provision ng ICC tungkol sa Article 59 sapagkat nag-withdraw tayo sa ICC, so wala na ho tayong treaty with the ICC. So hindi na ho applicable yun sa atin.
Alam mo sir, ikaw pilit mong hinihiwalay, Madam Chair, yung tao at saka yung state. Di ba? Hinihiwalay mo palagi.
Opo. Kasi may ICJ po eh.
Can you define
kasi
a state?
ang ICJ po for the state.
Sandali lang sir. What is a state? Ano ang elements ng state? Di ba? Ang element ng state is territory, people, sovereignty, ano yung pang-apat? Government. Oh. So yan ang state. Ngayon, bakit mo ihiwala yung population? Diyan sa
Kasi
state na yan.
wala hong power over government
walang state
natin.
kung walang population.
Wala hong power ang ICC over our government.
O kaya
kasi nga hindi na ho tayo, wala na ho tayong treaty eh.
Over our state.
Kasi nag-withdraw po si President Duterte sa ICC na wala na po ang pwede nilang gamitin na kinakailangan pong dumaan po sa korte dahil nga may treaty. Kaya nga hindi ma-invoke ang extradition eh. Yung nga ho yung naging dilema rito. Yung naging gamot ay naging problema.
Bakit mo sinurrender? Kung hindi nga ma-extradite, isurrender mo
May
pa.
warrant of arrest po eh. May warrant of arrest po over the individual.
Sabi mo naman, hindi natin recognize yung jurisdiction ng ICC. Kung mag-issue sila ng warrant, bakit mo i-implement?
Alam niyo ho, we belong to a community of nations and mahirap na pong talikuran ng ating responsibilidad sa community of nations, especially that we have embraced international humanitarian law through Republic Act 9851.
Mahirap. Madam Chair,